What's up, YouTube? This is WFTPRadio Gamer. And we have a real treat for you guys today, the Journeyman Project Turbo for the PC. This video is a tad similar to the video posted here on YouTube by Kearns Noel 7 years ago. Now, like me, he probably had a version of Windows that wasn't compatible with the game. Back when I first played it, I was only able to get it to work on Windows 95. Now I have Windows 10. So like him, I had to emulate a DOS environment and a Windows 3.1 environment that had the least amount of glitches, and this is the result. We both used DOSBox with Windows 3.1, but his video contained a lot of missing files in the game, as you can probably tell, and mine did too, but I decided to go to the game disk and grab those video files and include them in my gameplay video here, in place of the ones that are missing. That's why I call this an enhanced PC gameplay video series. Since Naughty Dog Games decided to block and put a copyright claim on all of my The Last of Us Remastered videos, I decided to switch to a video game platform for the PC for a while. We're going to go old school with some PC games for a little while, especially since my first PS4 game was a big flop and a huge waste of money since I never got to finish it before it pissed me off and I deleted it from my system. I'd also like to point out that I did a little better than Kearns Noel on some of the puzzles in this game. Nothing derogatory meant by it, bro. Your video could have just been shortened up a lot by cutting out all of the mistakes you made on some of the puzzles. You really don't have to include everything in there. Here we go. This is part 1.
The year is 2318. The location, the sky-born metropolis known as Caldoria. The Earth is finally at peace after a long, bloody battle against a few tyrants who sought total world domination. Having learned the hard way the evils of imperialism, the borders began to come down one by one. Finally, in the year 2117, the unified world was realized. Now, all that we have accomplished is being threatened by the power of time travel. Realizing its potential for destruction, the very same Democrats who initiated the building of the time machine immediately discontinued the project once they saw a working prototype. Temporal travel now being a reality, they brought the time machine to a secret location and formed an agency to protect the flow of history. The project, codename Journeyman. 4th floor. First floor.
Global Transporter, Caldoria Heights Apartments, Sector 3. Searching for open transport route now. Route accessed. Upon entering, transport card will be required. Thank you for using Global Transport. Foreign organism detected in transport. Please hold for tracking and sterilization process. Foreign element eliminated. Please insert your global transport card now. Choose a destination. Preparing destination transporter. Recording passenger's organic substratum. Prepare for molecular disintegration. Completing molecular reintegration. Thank you for using Global Transport. Global Transporter vacant. Incorrect code entered. Access denied. Verification of cranial contour scan. Verification of central cortex scan. Scanning for biotech implant. ID scan confirmed. Welcome, Agent 5. Your fourth late arrival has been verified and logged. Please report at once to the command center. Mandatory review session scheduled. Activate upper left monitor.
The Particle Accelerating Space-Time Transporter version 1, otherwise known as Pegasus, was the brainchild of part-time historian, full-time physicist Elliot Sinclair. In 2311, after seeing Sinclair's time-bending experiments, the government contracted him to build a full-scale operational time machine. The purpose of this device was to explore our past, as well as to discover the truth behind many disputed historical events. Just 4 years after the project was begun, the world's first time machine underwent its first test run. However, due to mounting concerns by individuals who believed that the machine would be used not only to explore history, but also to alter it, the test run would be the first and last time that the machine would be used for research purposes. The project was discontinued, and Sinclair was forbidden to ever work on time distortion projects again. Time travel now being a reality, the government secretly set up the Temporal Security Annex as a means to safeguard history from sabotage. You, the members of the Temporal Protectorate, are among the very few who know of its existence. The simplest analogy for the theory of time travel is that of a tunnel in time. When someone travels through time, a tunnel is created which originates when travel is begun and ends when the traveler lands. If some event in the past is altered, theory states a rip occurs in the fabric of time, which gives rise to a temporal chain reaction. This chain reaction takes the form of a reality distortion wave and could take anywhere from a few seconds to several hours to reach the present. Of those who aren't uncreated when the distortion wave hits, many will suddenly have a new life, and the past as we know it will cease to exist. Traveling back in time before the distortion wave hits, though, allows an agent to jump over the distortion wave and escape its effects. So as a member of the Temporal Protectorate, you alone will have the ability to jump back in time and prevent the corruption from ever happening. And to ensure that it doesn't happen again, you'll have to discover the source of this disruption and bring it to a halt. In the event that it becomes necessary to restore the proper course of history, the procedure is as follows. As quickly as possible, get to the ready room and use the biosupport suit generator. The biosupport suit is an indispensable element of the time travel process and is essential for your protection. Next, get your assigned mapping and Pegasus biochips and the Journeyman key from the cabinet next to the biosuit generator. The Pegasus biochip is your link to Pegasus. It is what allows you to be pulled back to the present at the touch of a button. After you're outfitted for travel, but before the reality distortion wave reaches the present, you must jump to the year 200 million BC. Upon arriving there, use the Journeyman key to open the storage vault and obtain the Journeyman historical log. Since it exists at a point in time previous to any likely temporal changes, this disk serves as a source of unaltered historical information. To discover how history has been changed, head back to the Temporal Security Annex and insert the Journeyman disk into the computer. It will be cross-referenced with the historical log, which was left behind to be altered by the reality distortion wave. Knowing how, when, and where the past was changed should give you the information you need to restore the proper flow of history. A word of caution, though. Time is very sensitive to change. In order to keep from altering history worse than it already has been, try to solve the problems you encounter without changing anything. As a rule, a Temporal Protectorate agent should never interfere with any events of the past. Never leave anything behind that came from a different time. Never remove any historically important objects from a time zone. And above all else, An agent should never interact with beings from another time zone.
That's a good place to stop things right there. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and we'll see you out there. Please follow us on Facebook.